Today we have college football week 2, maybe some week 1 recaps with your boy Tyler and Marcus. Just here to talk about a couple of games and see what's going on with the college football this week. Well, I missed a couple of days ago, so I wanted to touch on Malik Washington for Maryland. He had a really big game, freshman quarterback, 3 touchdowns, 287 yards against FAU. I know it's FAU, but it's still a good school. There's nothing to sneeze at, but I think playing a freshman quarterback against smaller schools before you play the bigger schools is a great way to get their confidence up and get them reading defenses and just get them ready to play. Like, I don't understand why teams don't play freshman quarterbacks when you know they're clearly the best player at that position, but that's another conversation for a different day. So, Marcus, I'm going to hand it over to you about this Michigan and Oklahoma game. I know you're high on Oklahoma because of their quarterback, the gambler. So, let's just want to hear your thoughts on that.
Alleged gambler.
Sorry, alleged
Yeah,
gambler. Sorry, don't sue us. Alleged gambler.
yeah. I think I'm gonna ride with the home team. I'm gonna go Oklahoma.
Mm.
Big fan of John here. Like what he did at Washington State. When he left Washington State, he went to Oklahoma because his quarterback coach was going to Oklahoma too. So he got some continuity. He knows the offense. He's not your typical transfer. He knows what they're gonna be running, what they're gonna be doing. It's gonna be his first test in Oklahoma, and know, let's see what Brett Venables will do on the coaching side going up against Michigan Wolverines and that tough defense. They always have guys over there. So Brett Venables, the defensive guy, I think he can slow down the freshman phenom and Bryce Underwood long enough for John Mateer to get his victory at home. I'm gonna take the Sooners.
I'm gonna go against you, Marcus. I'm gonna take the Michigan Wolverines because that boy Bryce Underwood can ball. I know he played the Lobos last week, but that team, he shredded through that defense, man. Touch pass, bullet pass, lob pass. He was passing that ball. Then you got Justin Haynes, a transfer from Alabama, who is probably one of the best running backs in the nation. He doesn't get talked about enough, in my opinion. But
Real good.
I think that Oklahoma defense can't stop the run, and I think that because they've never been able to stop the run, so I think that Justice Haynes is gonna run all over that defense. Bryce Underwood's not even gonna have to throw the ball that much, but we will see. But I am taking the Michigan Wolverines on the road at Oklahoma.
Uh, I see your point. It can definitely happen, but I'm not gonna put last year's defense on this year's defense.
I mean,
So I'm good.
the one thing about Michigan, they always gonna run the ball though. They always know how to run the ball. So that's the biggest thing in my opinion when it comes to playing Oklahoma. Can they stop the run? Then we know we gotta talk about our boy Rocco, man, because that boy Rocco can ball. One of the best quarterbacks in the nation. I'll say he's top 10 right now, in my opinion. But
Definitely top 10 quarter.
his level of competition hasn't been the greatest these first 2 weeks, but he has a big test against his Iowa defense, man. Because we know Iowa always has a defense. The only thing about them, they never have a quarterback. So who you taking this Iowa State game?
I'm rolling with the home team and my boy Rocco Beck. I'm taking Iowa State, man. Strong offensive line, strong passing game should have been enough to get these guys past Iowa. I mean, like I said, they probably won't put up monster numbers, but neither will Iowa. So I'm gonna take
Hey,
Iowa State.
you score 13, Iowa score 10, you still win the game. That's basically how Iowa is. I'm not taking Iowa because I don't trust the quarterback play. Plus, I got to go with the boy Rocco Beck, who's a fan favorite on this podcast. So he could win the Heisman, man. If he just keeps doing what he's doing, he has a great chance to win the Heisman. Their defense still got to show up because they do not look the greatest. So he's going to have to play some hero ball at some point in this season.
I think there's more of a reason why he can win the Heisman because his defense is not gonna slow too many teams down. That's why I think man can put some monster numbers for this year is over with. With a couple fourth quarter comebacks, I can see it. Rocco Beck, y'all. Follow this guy. He must see TV.
Let me ask you this real quick, Marcus, before we go on. Are you off the Kansas State wagon, or what's going on with that?
Uh,
'Cause I know last year
TB,
last game had you scared. That's why I'm asking.
TBA. We'll talk about it. That's another discussion for another
I mean,
day.
you picked this team that goes to the playoffs, and they only look like the best team in their conference.
Yeah, but since then they've had the starting running back transfer after one series of football. The quarterback's dad and uncles fighting in the parking lot after the game.
I
You know,
mean,
let me let me pump the brakes on Kansas State right now. We'll get back to them next week.
Next week, do they play Kansas this week or they play somebody else this week?
No, speaking of Kansas, that's another game we got to pick. Kansas is on the road at Missouri.
Give me Kansas.
You thought? Take Kansas too.
I like that boy Jalen Daniels, man. And Les Miles, keep doing your thing.
Yep.
That's a Heisman favorite that nobody's talking about.
Heisman, they had to win a lot of games.
I can see them winning a lot of games. This could be their year. He's healthy.
He's well wide open right now, so
it's very open.
No, huh?
It's very open this year. There's no guaranteed winners.
No one looks like the team. Well, outside Iowa State, looks like the team that's going to be in the championship game yet.
I think Kansas could be Iowa State if we ever get to that point.
I can't wait. It's going to be a game.
That's gonna be a game. So let's go ahead and talk about this. No, we are in the SIP. So this Mississippi State, my alma mater, go Bulldogs, against this Arizona State team. I hate to say this, but Arizona State is gonna beat the brakes off of Mississippi State. They're gonna belt to ass them.
Not much to see here. I'm gonna take Arizona State.
I mean, I like the additions of Mississippi State added at quarterback, but for Blake Shapen, but they barely handled their business against Southern Miss, who is going through a really difficult recruiting process with new coaches and new players. So I don't see how they let them get 17 points on them against that quote-unquote great defense that Mississippi State always has. But at the same time, this team has gone through so much tragedy these last couple of years with the coach and rebuilding and all this. So I just don't see them winning this game against Arizona State.
They feel good story, man. You want them to be good after what they've been through, but I think they need to ramp it up in the NIL department. Leave it at that.
Living there for
and why can't Mississippi State?
Man, living there for a couple of years, I think it's just the fans deserve better because that's all they have there. They have Starville High School, great football team.
Great football team.
But the fans deserve better. So everybody at Mississippi State watching this, you deserve better. And your football team, basketball team, keep doing your thing. Y'all are gonna make it at one point because y'all are doing great things on that basketball court, men's and women's. But the football team guys will pull it together, man. Because the basketball team cannot be better than the football team in Starkville, Mississippi.
Stark Vegas, baby.
Then we got this Colorado and Nebraska game. This is gonna be a game.
Mm-hmm.
And you love Dylan Raiola more than I do, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and take this one.
I still don't know who I'm gonna take Nebraska. Sorry, Dion, but I'm gonna Coach Brown. I'm gonna have to roll with Dylan Raiola. He has his own team. I'm trying to remember who won this game last year. I think Nebraska.
Nebraska won it. They were up 20 at half, ran the ball the whole second quarter, almost lost by a touchdown.
More the same this year.
As long as Matt Rule continues to be aggressive, I don't know why he stopped being aggressive last year's game, but if he can be aggressive, they are going to beat Colorado. Because we see this Colorado defense, it's not the best looking defense right now. They gotta get to the quarterback. Now I know it's Georgia Tech and they always have a run game, but you still gotta get to the quarterback.
Georgia Tech really abused them in the run game. I hope that's just a blip and not like a season-long thing. But Nebraska's a physical team who's shown that they can play at a high level. And I like Dylan Raiola. I hope that Caden Salter has a bounce-back game. But I'm gonna take the Cornhuskers.
Do you think this is a critical game for Salters?
Yes.
Because last game, I rewatched last week's game. He missed a lot of throws. You can't do that. He had a throw to the running back on the wheel route right in the end zone. He missed it. Overshot him. He would have been walking in.
Yeah, man. He at least is short. They're going to want to throw in Juju Lewis as soon as they can, especially this season gets out of control. You might see them, if they start 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, you might see them before you thought you would. So Caden Salter, he has shown that he can do this before. Man has had a 3,000-yard passing season and a 1,000-yard rushing season. He can get it done. This offensive line is improved. But they did not look too good last week. But that was Georgia Tech. So let's just hope that Colorado has a stronger approach this week. Maybe they lean more on the run. Got a good running back coach, Marshall Faulk. Well, let those guys run the ball on Nebraska. Maybe they keep them in the game, but I'm still gonna stick with the Cornhuskers.
I'm picking Nebraska too because I text you. Deion's mind looked like scrambled eggs to me when it came with that last 2 minutes. So I don't know that last minute 45 seconds. Plenty of time to get a touchdown. Don't know what he was thinking when he said, "Well, the clock stops when you get a first down, but it starts back when you put the ball on the ground." So I'm like, you have 2 timeouts. You gonna take them with you? What you gonna do with them? So his mind. I think he got other stuff going on right now, and I think he should probably take a break from coaching if it gets out of hand this year.
I probably agree with you there. I'm surprised he didn't take more slack for that bad clock management down the.
If it was anybody else, they would have.
Because I remember certain coaches, they will ride them hard when they mess up going down the stretch on time management, clock management. But
Mike McCarthy.
Then, his personal life, so maybe they did just kind of contributing to what's going on with Colorado.
He does have his own personal bathroom on the sideline, so let's keep that in mind.
Stop, man.
Moving on. This probably gonna be my favorite game of the week right here. Florida versus South Florida. Is Florida really number 15? Like, is that
favorite game of the weekend?
I mean, what I saw from South Florida I picked them to win last week against Boise State. And I forgot about Bama. I forgot about Brown. I didn't think he was gonna be back this year. But he started off slow, but he finished the game fantastic. So I'm picking South Florida. I'm picking South Florida.
Okay, well, I'm a Miami Hurricane fan, so both of these teams are like on our schedule. So we got actually after this week we got South Florida next week. So seeing an undefeated South Florida team would be cool, but I'm gonna have to go with the Gators. I think they got this one. I kind of like what they got going right there on offense. From a coaching standpoint, they in a worse spot in Colorado. So we'll see if that
with Napier.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get that turned around. But I think they got it this week. But I think when they get in the SEC play, they could be in a lot of trouble. I don't think this is a top 15 team at all.
I don't think it's top 15 team either.
I don't think it's last year. Shout out to Brown for the catch, though. Another freshman with an amazing catch. Just went for a touchdown, but it was an amazing catch.
And shout out to Brown for USF for that amazing run. That boy was trucking people all over the field. I don't know if it was because of Boise State, they used to hit nobody or what, but he was running all over them boys. He ain't going to do that against Florida, but his legs are going to be crucial in this game. He can't miss these passes early.
So you are taking South Florida?
I'm taking South Florida.
But not that's a legit pick.
That's my pick. South Florida.
I like it, man. What's up? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Go out on the limb.
You can't pick all these easy games, man. You got sometimes you just gotta know ball. I don't trust Florida yet.
I don't trust them either, but I trust them to get past this one.
I mean, if they would have played a harder competition last week, I probably would have picked them this week, but USF played a harder team, but they just looked. But Boise State did not look great at all.
Playoff team. They did play a playoff team.
Well, they played Ashley Gentry-less playoff team. So, which means that man deserved the Heisman, but that's a different conversation.
He did. He should have won a Heisman.
Way different conversation, but don't get me started on that Travis Hunter, man. And I think we can both agree on this one that Illinois is not a 12-ranked team, but I think we can agree on that. And they are playing Duke this week with Vincent at quarterback position and Manny Diaz. So I'm gonna let you pick first. Who you got?
I don't buy this Illinois hype at all. I don't know where this ranking came from. Give me Duke at home. Darian Mensah, the guy has proven that he's worth the money. I'm riding with the Blue Devils.
And I'm taking the Blue Devils too, just because that defense looked great against Elon in that second half. And I'm like, Main Diaz is a defensive coach, and he will have a defense looking right. But the Mister can ball, and he is gonna have a game against the Illinois defense. I don't care if they're ranked number 12 or 1; they are not that good, in my opinion. I mean, the coach, I like their coach, but he ain't out there playing. So I'm gonna give me Mensa and Duke all the way.
Someone tell me, where did this ranking come from? Like, what did they do last year?
I think they went undefeated for like 13 weeks or 12 weeks, and then lost like the last game of the season. I think so. I think they're like.
I thought it was Indiana.
Well, there we go. I don't even know then. So I think Indiana's like top 22, so I don't get that either. So I don't know, man. I think Alabama's still ranked, and they shouldn't even be ranked, in my opinion. But that's a different conversation too.
I welcome Illinois to prove me wrong.
I mean, hey, Illinois, if you're watching this, please prove us wrong. And if y'all win, we will talk about you on the next pod about how great y'all are. I'll do a deep dive, but y'all aren't gonna win.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, because this Duke team ain't great, but
it's not great.
Think they beat y'all.
They're a little better than last year. I'll give them that.
They are.
And then lastly, we got Vandy and Virginia Tech. LaMarcus, you picked Virginia Tech last week, I believe.
I did.
And what happened?
They let me down, but I'm taking them again. I'm gonna take them again.
You don't like the Vandy quarterback?
I like Diego. He alright. Diego Pablo. I love him. Entertaining guy. I like to watch him play, but
I like DP.
I like this. I don't know. Maybe because they give my Miami Hurricanes so much trouble. I think they can kind of roll with anybody. So I'm just gonna take Virginia Tech.
I mean, I'm gonna take. I don't know, man. Like, I want to take
Virginia Tech. I think it's at night too.
I mean, I want to pick Vandy, just because I want to believe that Vandy football is back after the last 40 years. I want to believe they're back. But man, that Virginia Tech's quarterback is fantastic. He didn't play well. Well, they had a lot of drop passes in that game last couple days ago. But I think that Vandy will get the win simply because I'm going to believe that Vandy football is back. And I like their coach. He's turning that program around, so shout out to him, man, because they had a whole bunch of coaches that couldn't get it done. And he is showing that Vandy football is not nothing to mess with anymore. We're not a bye week anymore. We are here to win games.
Okay, I like that. I like that spirited. You a booster or something?
I mean, I should be. Hey, I need a job. I'll be a recruiter. I need a job.
I like it, man. I like it, man. The nice little pregame speech right there.
And it's college football. Anything can happen, man. Like, one play, someone gets hurt. God forbid, nobody gets hurt. But man, it's football. Anything can happen.
I agree. You're right, man. Cinderella teams come out of nowhere all the time.
All the time. Especially in the wide open SEC. Because I don't know what SEC winner right now. I can't say Georgia after they just beat the brakes off a Marshall team. I can't say LSU.
History says it's going to be one of these four teams: Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Texas.
I mean, it might be. It might be Texas.
Who else? 30 years besides them.
Maybe South Carolina. I mean, that boy Sellers can ball. He played.
He nice. I like that.
He played fantastic.
He played fantastic in the second half.
Well, they had a lot of drop passes in the first half. But the thing about Sellers, I'm gonna say this right now. He's got the Anthony Richardson thing in him. He can't throw short passes. That's gonna mess him up.
I see. If he puts it all together, I see a lot of Cam Newton in it.
I can see that too. But he's got to get that. He got to get those short passes up. You can't throw 90 mile per hour crossing routes. You can't do it. Like, I can't blame that drop pass on Harbor, because the ball was like it was there so fast. He had it, but he couldn't control it.
Yeah, it's the space between the quarterback and the receiver when he passed it. It wasn't. He didn't need to put that much zip on it.
Exactly.
He didn't have. It was there too fast for him to, grip it.
And that's Anthony Richardson's problem. That's why they picked Daniel Jones to be the quarterback to start the week one. So You got sellers
Yeah,
watch the Richardson tape and just do the opposite. That's all. That's my advice to you.
we got one more game.
SMU and Baylor. I mean, just give me SMU. Is Jennings still the quarterback?
He is.
Yeah, give me SMU. I have nothing against Baylor because they just got whooped by Auburn and Jack Arnold. I guess Jack Arnold's good now, I believe, because they made him look like Cam Newton. Like, that man had a 70-yard touchdown run, I think. I'm like, who's this boy? Oklahoma transfer.
Give me SMU too. Look out for Chris Johnson Jr. at running back.
Oh, he's starting?
In the ball. I don't know if he's going to be starting, but he is fast as the speed of sound. That dude is ridiculously fast. Legit 4.2 speed.
Well, we know who his dad. We know who his daddy is.
Stop it.
The GOAT.
So we both take SMU?
Oh, we definitely take SMU, man, because it's Baylor, dude. Baylor's a basketball school now. They're not a football school anymore.
We agree on a lot of picks this week. That's what's up.
That's shocking because we never agree.
When it's on record, we gotta pick what people really know, not what your heart.
Exactly. Anything you want to touch on this past couple weeks? Because I do have one question for you.
Want to touch on yes the LSU Oklahoma game. I want to say this.
LSU Oklahoma.
I mean, Clemson. LSU Clemson. The only way Oklahoma came from. Just to touch on these quarterbacks, I did not see a first round quarterback in that game. In my opinion, we are annoying these guys too fast. Out of the two, Garrett Nussmeier had the better game. Cade Klubnik proved to me he is what he always been to me, a guy that can't win the big games, that show up in the big moments. I would never spend a first-round draft pick on that guy. We'll see what he has the rest of the season. But just from a NFL GM standpoint, couldn't trust Cade Klubnik. I like him, but
I'm going to say this. Cade played the harder defense because Gus, whatever his name, Gus Bust, Nussmeier, whatever his name is, I
call him Gus Bust.
He definitely played the way lesser defense because Clemson's defense did not look fantastic to me. So that tells me that the LSU offense needs to get together quick and fast because Clemson couldn't really get to the quarterback. Granted, LSU has a great offensive line, but if you're going to be one of the top teams in the nation, you got to get to the quarterback, no matter how good the offensive line is.
Clemson seemed like they could not complete a pass when Antonio Williams went out that game. Had Club 19 to 38.
That's not good.
Less
than 50%. And why is Clemson throwing the ball 38 times? You have a dual threat quarterback and you have a great running back.
Well, because they ran the ball for like 30 yards.
I mean, I feel like they started running the ball in the first quarter.
I don't know. First game of the season, I don't know. This just reminds me of what Clemson does at the beginning of every year. They got their ass waxed by Georgia, and they just got embarrassed again by LSU, in my opinion.
Didn't they get whacked by Duke last year in the first week?
That was Georgia. They beat Georgia. They got lost to Georgia real bad.
So it was 2 weeks ago then. 2 years ago then that Duke beat them in the week one. So Raleigh Leonard had like 200 yards rushing. And back to again, LSU ran the ball all over them. Like Dabo, if you can't stop the run the last couple of years, get some guys in there that can stop the run. It's not hard.
Shit. Out to Durham, man. Durham had a good game. Running the ball for the Tigers and his opportunities that he was given.
And that LSU defense looked legit this year. They look really good. Harold Perkins, that white boy Weeks, they were back there.
LSU, we talked about them before the game. The LSU secondary showed up.
They showed did.
They like the top secondary in the nation.
That transfer from Virginia Tech, fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I like that safety too, Paulson. I like that whole team. I like the whole secondary.
I just like defense. I don't like the offense that much.
I'm not crazy about the offense either.
But did that win save Ron Kelly's job? Or did it put some ice on that seat?
It's the first opener they won since he's been there. He might ice it a little bit. I think he's still mighty hot. He's still got a hell of a schedule to get through.
This does look good though. I'll give him that. It looks because I don't think they're a top 10 team, but they showed me that they be a top 10 team. So shout out to Brian Kelly, man. Do it again so I can stop talking.
So, are you more impressed with LSU or less impressed in Clemson?
I'm more impressed with LSU because I never believed in Clemson to begin with. Like I think Dabo's time is up in Clemson. I get like he's Dabo Sweeney, but sometimes coaches just need to go somewhere else. Just get somebody fresh in there.
Yeah, you kind of hit that plateau. It's time to switch it up.
I mean, there's like if you're somewhere 10 years, we get it. Go somewhere else. Do it again. Go to UMass. Make them a top 25 team. Like just do it. If you're that good at your job, you can do it anywhere, right?
Really? You go to the extreme of UMass.
First thing that popped in my mind.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Like it's different because Nick Saban was winning still. Is Dabo really winning if he's not getting to the playoffs?
He's getting to the playoffs. He's ain't winning the championship no more.
I mean, how many does he have? One?
Probably had two. Maybe
he has one with Deshaun Watson.
So he never won one with Trevor.
They lost to LSU. They just didn't lose. They got their butts whooped.
Yeah, the second half was bad.
So this is my mindset. Are you really winning?
See what you're saying?
Saban was winning. Granted, nobody's saving, but if you're gonna be under Saban, you still gotta win.
How about this? Just shifting to another set of games. Let's talk about the how do you view Florida State's victory over Alabama and the matchup between Notre Dame and Miami?
I think that Florida State. Well, Miami played the better school. I'll say that off the bat. They played the better school. But Florida State showed that that last year was a fluke. Like I think they had a bunch of injuries last year, and they just couldn't get the offense right. So I'm gonna say that Tommy Castellanos, Mr. 5'9", he showed up, talked his crap, sparked the team, but they got to do it again because we know Alabama had some big old holes. They had a lot of holes. The only hole with Notre Dame was the quarterback position.
I think the nose tackle didn't play.
But then again, like you a program that gets 5 stars and 4 stars. You got someone behind them ready to play. Supposed to. And then the game, it just didn't look like a game to me. It looked like they were playing high schoolers.
Yeah, as far as Florida State coming off a 2-10 season, to talk the noise that Thomas Castellano talked in the offseason about Nick Saban, like he's not there to save them, and then come out there week 1 and back it up, says a lot.
Is the board seat hot?
Oh, it's burning hot after that one. I wouldn't have said it before the game, but
I wouldn't either.
Game, by the way, Kellen DeBoer's buyout, $70 million. So
I know.
I doubt they fire him, but if somebody's willing to, if it gets off the rails and he could go have another 8-4 season, I wouldn't be shocked.
I get it's his second year, but you're in Tuscaloosa, buddy. Like this ain't Nevada. This Tuscaloosa.
It's different in the South. Football and the SEC, they expect immediate results. You can't build like you was in Washington or something like that. You got to get in. They're already established team. They already have a reputation. They expect you to keep that train rolling. And so far, he's making stops. They don't want stops. They want a red light.
Shout out to Mike Norvell for being a coach, recognizing that I'm not a play caller, so let me go get Gus Malzahn from UCF.
One of the best was in the game.
Exactly. Let me go get him because that's where we struggled at last year and bring him in here to see what happens.
I hate to give Florida State this kind of credit, but, man, that was one of the best coaching hires of the offseason, if not the best. Probably one or two with Matt Patricia. That
Matt Patricia probably number one. Especially in playing SEC schools, that's number one.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna give Florida State they credit for this one. Gus Malzahn, one. You don't want to see this guy in the play calling game. He will eat you alive. They had the perfect game plan. Quick passes to the outside, design runs to the outside, to the inside.
Options.
Quarterback.
Yep.
Man, RPO game was on point. Quick pass game was on point. Physicality was on point.
Then the offensive line looked great.
Either their offensive line is great or Florida State defensive line is just god awful because they dominated in both sides of the trenches to me.
They did. And I like Ty Simpson, but Ty Simpson, it's a freshman quarterback behind you, 5-star waiting. You ain't got time to be messing up these games. You getting your opportunity. You was happy to stay here and not transfer out, but you gotta pick it. You gotta do better because he's coming.
I'm gonna say, like I said to Texas fans, don't jump off the bandwagon yet. Let's just see what happens. You got a couple winnable games coming up if you're Alabama, so just take those and see where it leads you.
Texas is different than Alabama this year, though. So Alabama fans got a reason to be skeptical.
They do. And as far as Miami goes with their game, it did what was expected in my book. Notre Dame, I believe, but
that fourth quarter was a little scary, but
yeah, they went a little too conservative, but they got it done. Ruben Bain looks like he's in mid-season form back from injury. Man, he was a monster all game long, stopping the run, and then when it's time to rush the quarterback, he got there. All offseason, people talking about how this Notre Dame offensive line was the best in the nation.
No,
they look god awful.
No.
I know their right tackle was out, but what about everybody else?
And CJ Carr did not look like a starting quarterback to me. So they either tells me that they have nothing else behind him, or they just believe this much in this dude.
I said it before the game. Why did it take so long to name CJ Carr the starter? When I knew they waited to week before the game names, I knew then that they didn't have a quarterback, in my opinion.
So you said that about Ohio State. Do you like what you see in Julian saying, or do you think there's somebody behind him coming to get him?
Honestly, they haven't seen much from Julian saying because they did the same thing Notre Dame did. They just throw little short passes. When they went down the field, they didn't quite look clean. First week of the season, let's see what happens. Junior Saban's pedigree is higher than CJ Carr, so
very.
I think CJ Carr would be all right, but why are they so conservative?
I guess
because a true freshman. CJ Carr is a redshirt freshman. He's been in college.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should open it up a little bit more, but you did.
But is that on him or is that on the coaching staff though? Because if you watch a lot of games, you saw a bunch of screens, a bunch of short passes. Like nobody opened the playbook up, even when they were playing bigger schools for some reason. I don't understand that.
I mean, defenses are ahead of the offenses at this point in the year, so you try to play it safe. But in that particular game, your run game was not working. Your top running back in the nation was shut down.
Yeah.
So you had to find a way to get yardage.
It was definitely shut down.
The second half, you should have adjusted and did something different. They waited too late to start throwing it down the field.
Yeah. I mean, he did what he was supposed to. The last two drives did look great, but he played one of the greatest defenses in the nation right now. So I can't get too mad at him. But you got CJ Carr, you were Notre Dame. Riley Leonard took him to the championship. Like Riley Leonard took them to the championship. So you got some expectations, buddy. Notre Dame's first championship in 25 years, 15 years, something like that. Like granted, they played the best team in the nation, but he still got them there.
Are either of these teams playoff teams?
With Miami or Notre Dame? I'll say Miami is more than Notre Dame.
So you don't think Notre Dame makes playoff? I think Notre Dame's still a playoff team.
I mean, this loss isn't a big deal to them. Well, it's not a big deal, but I don't see them. I just can't see them going to the playoffs if you have Texas, who has a loss against Ohio State but beats everybody else, or Georgia, who's undefeated, or LSU, who has maybe a loss to Georgia. If they play Georgia, I don't know.
I know Georgia plays Texas.
So if Georgia beats Texas, then I can't. I mean, you got to see. That's just the thing. If Georgia beats Texas, even though Texas already has lost to Ohio State. That's basically saying they lost to the two best teams in the nation.
So
And
you would
they
take a
beat-
2-loss loss. So it's hypothetical. Miami runs the table. So Notre Dame's only loss is to Miami. Texas loses to Georgia. If it comes down to
I'm taking Texas.
Texas over the 10-2 over 11-1 Notre Dame, if you take Texas,
I'm taking Texas.
it's
Especially if their loss to Georgia is by like a touchdown or a field goal, and their loss to Ohio State was by a touchdown the first week of the season, I'm taking Texas.
I don't see a reason why both teams couldn't get in.
I mean, the committee loves Notre Dame for some reason, so they'll probably get in no matter what.
Notre Dame is one of the, if not the top brand in the nation. So
Like, Notre Dame is cutting a check somewhere. We just got to find out where.
XNBC, they still got to deal with them.
That's our week 2 slate, man. So y'all follow our picks and see what happens. If y'all got hit us in the comments, like and subscribe. I hate saying that, but hey, that's the trend we're on these days.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Just tell all your friends and family, man. We trying to bring y'all the content y'all want, and give us some ideas in the comments. Let us know what we can do differently, what we can do better. We're a work in progress. We do not shy from criticism. Let us know.
I don't mind taking criticism. Give it to me. I'm trying to build.
We're trying to be better. So help us out.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, hear us out.